Okay, I'll be doing many more videos on how to repair appliances. So subscribe. Hit the like button if you like the videos. And comment good or bad. Also, if I use a part to repair the appliances, I'll put a link in the description so you can buy from this channel. Let's get started. In this video, I'm going to remove a dent on these GE dryers that are pretty common. I run across these dryers all the time. Most of the time they have dents in them. What's unfortunate is I decided to do this after I repaired the dent. So you don't see the dent, but I'm going to show you the process on how to remove the dent. That's the area where the dent was, so it's gone now. So that's generally where you see the problem with these GE dryers. The metal on these dryers are very thin and they easily dent. I mean, if you drop a washing powder box or a bottle on it, it'll dent. Here are the tools needed for this project. You can use a electric screwdriver. That's a Phillips head there. You also need nut driver. You can use that with the electric screwdriver also. And that's a 1/4 inch you're gonna use on this. And then there's a drive. If you don't want to use electric screwdriver, you can use a 1/4 inch drive. And you need pliers for the timer to pull the wire off, and a rubber mallet. Those are the tools you need. Okay, the first thing you want to do is unplug the dryer from the receptacle. Make sure that it's not plugged in and you accidentally get hurt by some type of wire. Now what I'm going to do is with the electric screwdriver, the Phillips head, I'm going to remove the 2 screws which are located on the front panel. They're Phillips head screws. So I'll use my electric screwdriver to remove these screws. They're pretty long screws. Really easy to get to. Okay, I'm gonna spin the dryer around so the camera can get a good look at it and show you what we're gonna do from the rear here. So you're gonna need an electric screwdriver and a 1/4 inch drive here. And there's 2 screws with a 1/4 inch head on it, pretty long, that mount the control panel. And you can use the electric screwdriver or you can use the 1/4 inch drive. It's up to you. Now I need to remove the 5 screws to remove the control panel cover in the rear. Those 1/4 inch screws also. There should be 6 screws, but there's only 5 on this certain dryer. Yeah, it's missing right there. And you slide the panel up, slip it out. Then there's a green ground that you just slide off. Okay, you're clear of the panel's clear now. Okay, now we're gonna pop the panel off. Since the screws are off, just tap it. Tap it, it'll slide right off pretty easy. Now I'm gonna spin the dryer around again to get a better view. Now you see the back of the control panel with the timer and all the components that make it go. Okay, you're gonna really want to take some really good photos of the rear of this control panel. Take a picture of the whole control panel and then take individual pictures of each component. It's a must. Take very detailed pictures to make sure you know which wires go where. So take really good pictures, 5, 6, 7 pictures. Get as close as you can, and then take one to control the whole panel so you know exactly where these wires go. Okay, now with the electric screwdriver, we have a Phillips head screws, which are pretty long. We're going to remove those. This holds the lid in the rear of the dryer, these 2 screws. So you got to remove those. Pretty simple. You can use the electric screwdriver or a regular Phillips screwdriver. This one has the bit. Okay, now we're going to tap the lid, get it a little loose, and we're going to push all the wires through it so we can free the lid from the body of the dryer. And that's how you free the dryer lid. Okay, I have a table laid out with a towel on it. And we're gonna lay the lid on top of the table with the top at the bottom, top of the lid at the bottom, on the bottom. The towel is to protect the lid. Then I'm gonna get a mallet, rubber mallet, and tap all the metal that's pushed up. And right now, none of this metal's pushed up because it was done already, but earlier today, it was all pushed. A lot of it was pushed up, and all I did was tap it down and make it level, and to make sure everything's flat. Really easy. You can easily see where the metal was pushed up, and all you had to do is tap it back into place. The table making the form to make it nice and straight. So really simple. Okay, after tapping on the lid, straighten everything out, we're going to put the lid back on the dryer. We're going to put the wires back through the hole. Make sure all the wires go back there, through there. I remember one time I pushed the wires through, put the lid on, and I couldn't find the wire to hook up, and it was still hiding underneath it because I didn't put it through the hole. So make sure all the wires go back through this hole. Make sure. Very important. And then you want to line the lid up. Okay, yes, looking pretty good there. Line it up and make sure all these holes are ready and be able to mount it down. Okay, now we got the Phillips head screws, these long ones. We're going to secure the rear of the dryer by screwing these 2 screws on both sides of the dryer. So I'm screwing it down onto the body. So that means the rear will be secured with these 2 screws. Kind of long screws, Phillips head. Just line it up straight, make sure everything is straight, and it should screw down pretty easy. And like I said, don't ever tighten them all down first time. Kind of get them loose before you screw them down both ends, before you make sure everything is lined up correctly, and then tighten both down at the end. Now we're going to put the panel back on. Just slide it in the slots. tap it into place. And there you go. Really easy. Okay, now you're gonna have to put the wires back in. I'm not gonna record all that. I told you to take the pictures and you're gonna do it yourself. That's just kind of timely, but like I said, if you did the photos, you shouldn't have a problem with it. Okay, now I put all the wires back, all into place, and it's almost ready to go. Okay, now I'm putting these 1/4-inch head screws into the panel, which mounts this panel onto the body of the dryer. Now I'm gonna install the rear cover of the control panel. We slide the ground in place and slot the metal cover that goes to the rear of the control panel. Okay, I have 5 screws to mount the cover to the control panel on there. Should be 6, but I only have 5, so I'm gonna leave it at 5. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, and as you can see, the missing one. And yeah, retighten all the screws to make sure they are snug. Okay, now we're gonna screw in the 2 screws for the front of the lid, the front lid, to secure the front lid. So I'm gonna line it up straight, make sure the screw goes in straight so it can hook into the hole to the top of the lid. And you're gonna need that electric screwdriver with the Phillips head. As long as that screw is straight, it'll screw right into there. Then you do the other side. Just manually screw it in to get it started. Make sure it's straight so it'll go straight into the hole of the lid. Double check, make sure both screws are tight. And looks like mission is complete. Smooth, no dents on the top of the lid. I'll be doing many more how-to step-by-step videos on how to repair appliances. So hit the like button, comment, good or bad, subscribe to the station so you can see these videos. And if I am using a part to repair the appliance, a link will be in the description so you can buy from this channel. Have a good one.